Hi, my name is Julia M. Spencer. I'm a real estate advisor, investor, and your number one source for real estate advice online. And welcome to beautiful, gorgeous Forsyth Park in Savannah, Georgia. It's my favorite park of all the parks here in Savannah, which is hard to say because they're all beautiful. And I wanted to make a quick, brief video which kind of goes back and has a little bit to do with another radio show that I did that I'm about to post. If you want to get more information about that, just go to that link because it has basically the link for the radio show in the bottom of this video as well. And I had a subscriber who asked me basically to give a couple of tips on how to avoid or at least delay foreclosure. A lot of us are really strapped with COVID, not being able to make their rent payments or house payments. And this is kind of like a little bit of a video that maybe helps you. I have a couple of tips. These tips are not going to help you get foreclosed on if you're a homeowner and you're about to get foreclosed, but at least they might delay a little bit the whole foreclosure process and kind of get you to the negotiating table with your lender and give you a little bit more time in your home so you can arrange yourself a solution to your problem or your challenge. So what are those 10 tips of how to delay or hopefully avoid foreclosure? The first thing is don't ignore the problem. This is a biggie because a lot of people that are about to get foreclosed on, lose their home and a place to live, they kind of just throw in the towel and just say, okay, that's it. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not answering any more mail. I don't want anything to do with it. It's upsetting to me. Don't ignore the problem. Open your mail and kind of make an effort to deal with the situation. The second is to contact your lender as soon as you realize that there's a problem. And what I mean by that is basically to not wait until you start getting the foreclosure notices and at requests for payment. Go ahead and contact your lender as soon as you have a difficulty, like if you lost your job or your source of income. Go ahead and contact that lender as soon as you possibly can without even waiting for them to actually contact you, because once you're in the actual foreclosure process, things can escalate pretty quickly, and also it's going to get a lot more expensive once attorneys are involved. The third is kind of what I already mentioned. Open and respond to all mail from your lender. A lot of times they can give you a little bit of a leeway to pay, especially if your mortgage is federally backed by Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. There are special rules and regulations that your lender has to follow to give you adequate time. But if you don't respond to your mail, you don't know about that, you don't know how to request that, you don't know how to get a refinance package or some sort of loan adjustment or something, and it's important for you to basically open all your mail so you're best informed. Number 4, know your mortgage rights. This is where, if you haven't had a chance yet to read your mortgage documents, this is the place to read them. The mortgage documents are filed at the property records court recorder at the courthouse in the county where your property is. So that is where you go and you check out and see where they are. It's probably a warranty deed or security deed. Read those mortgages and see what they say so you know exactly what's going on. The fifth thing is to understand foreclosure prevention options. So as I already mentioned, refinancing or loan adjustment, these are specific departments in your mortgage banker's offices that deal specifically with that. So understand what options you have. Again, goes back to opening your mail and talking to your lender. So the sixth thing is to contact your Housing of Urban Development government office to get an approved housing counselor. They're usually free or very cheaply obtained, and you can talk to them about what options you may have with your specific mortgage lender and what kind of options you have with your specific mortgage to get out of the situation. Number 7, prioritize your spending. If you have unnecessary spending, now's the time to look over that. Subscriptions, eating out, for example, are the first ones to get cut. But also if you have any kind of other expenses that you may not need to have, this is now the time to re-examine, because after healthcare, your housing payment, whatever it might be, either for rent or for your mortgage, are the most important ones. Number 8, use your assets. If you have unused assets like a car, or jewelry that you can sell that you don't need, or any kind of other assets that you may have. Now is the time to sell them, because again, after healthcare, housing is the most important thing for you to have and to pay for. Number 9, avoid foreclosure prevention companies. These are companies that are promising you to get out of foreclosure, but in turn they will oftentimes ask you to sign over the deed of the house to them and basically become a tenant in your own home. Avoid those unless you know exactly what the contract says and you understand every little detail of that contract and you agree with it. So if you have questions about that, feel free to email me realestate@juliamspencer.com, and I might be able to help you to determine whether something is a good deal or not, and whether it's a reasonable offer or if it's a scam. And number 10, don't lose your house to foreclosure recovery scams. Again, goes back to avoid foreclosure prevention companies. Don't fall for those. You need to understand the terms of each contract that you sign. This is now the time to really get busy studying any paper that comes into your home and see what you've signed. And hopefully these tips will help you. And if you have any additional questions, please put them at the bottom of this video right here. My name is Julia M. Spencer. My website is juliamspencer.com. It's also here. Subscribe there for your free guide to real estate investing and other cool news and information that I send out periodically. And if you need any more input, please let me know. I look forward to hear from you. And I hope to see you investing very successfully very soon. And I hope that you're able to figure out something with your mortgage company and stay in your home and don't get foreclosed on. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Stay safe.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.